Hey, team. All right, guys. So we have our guest teacher today. I'm still in the building, but I'm doing some planning this morning. And your guest teacher is going to run you through kind of a new team style chase and flee game. So after this video, I'm going to ask that your guest teacher goes through the next couple slides and just reviews, our PE norms and our learning targets. So we're going to try to apply and put into action our PE norms in this game. Specifically, this is a team style game, and we are going to try our best to not only form our own groups, but we're going to try to move effectively in a group. Excuse me. And eventually, we're going to evolve this game into a chase and flee style game. So, this first part, after your guest teacher gets you, it helps you get into groups. The challenge is not chase and flee yet. Think of it like level 1. Level 1 is going to be just practicing moving. And believe it or not, this is one of the harder parts of the game. So here's the basics. This game is called cell tag. So cell tag, I'm thinking like a cell in the body. And if you know cells, if you know biology, cells kind of divide and split. So if I have one cell, it splits into two cells split into four splits into 8, and so on and so forth. So we're going to kind of do it backwards. So here's the challenge. First thing you're going to do is you're going to try to get into a group of 8 total teammates. Now today, I'm going to allow you to choose your own groups. Later, I won't be allowing you to choose. It's going to be done randomly. But today, I'll give you some options. More often than not, this usually means we're going to have 3 total groups. Now, if our numbers are a little off, that's fine. So if we have like a team of 9, a team of 9, a team of 8, whatever. If we have a group of 7, it's fine. Just try to make it work the best you can. But perfect scenario, probably 3 groups of 8. Once you're in your group, you are going to get as many rings as you need. And what I mean by that is you're going to have a ring in your hand, and you're going to be attached to another teammate. So like if I'm holding a ring, I have a teammate that's holding that same ring. We're kind of connected. It's like we're holding hands, but instead of holding hands, we're holding rings. Now, myself and all my teammates were in a big line, all connected by rings. Not the same ring, like one ring between every 2 teammates. Right? So we're all connected. So that means if I move, my team has to move with me. Okay, it almost looks like a giant big snake. That being said, if I move, I also need to be mindful of how fast I'm moving, what direction I'm going, because this turns into kind of like a chain reaction. Because if I move, that means my teammate behind me moves, and then the one behind moves, and and it turns into kind of like almost like a whiplash effect. So I will be honest with you, the most effective teams in this game are the teams that can move the slowest, but also the most effectively. So it's not like you have to move slow, but I will say the teams that move fastest are usually the teams that break apart the most. So for this first part, we're just practicing moving. I want you to try your best to stay connected the entire time. If one of your teammates becomes disconnected from your cell, that means your team has failed. No big deal right now, just become reconnected and continue trying. Additionally, if one cell is moving along, another cell can't split that cell and go through the middle. You have to try to go around each other. Now remember, there's usually only probably 3 cells going at once, so that shouldn't be too difficult. But the keys to remember, stay connected as best you can and move as a team. Okay, we're trying to move as a team, trying not to become disconnected. So that's the first part of this challenge. All right, so I'm going to pause there. I'm going to let your guest teacher go through the targets real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get into our groups and practice moving like an effective